If you want to go viral on Instagram this year, there are 5 things that I feel like you could be doing in order to get your videos to do what you wanted to do. And in today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about 5 things that you can do to get your videos to go viral on Instagram so that you can grow your account and grow your business. So, welcome back to another episode of the Keenya podcast, where we talk about all things business, marketing your business, social media, and all the things. I'm so excited that you are here, whether you are listening to the podcast on the audio or you are watching it here on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, thanks for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel so that way you can see more of my videos that come out twice a week here. So let's go ahead and get into what you need to be doing on Instagram in order to go viral. So it is really important to understand that, like, everything that I say here, you don't have to do all of this in one video. That these are things that you really want to be thinking about testing out, okay? Now, you also know that I'm not someone who likes to focus solely on viral marketing strategies. Like, I didn't create this episode just so that you could go viral. I am someone who cares about you growing your account, growing your email list, and growing your business. Okay. That's what I care about more than anything. But going viral helps. Going viral helps you grow faster, email, account, and money. So we don't want to leave out viral marketing strategies when I'm giving you tips. I just want to make sure that I tell you that it's not the main thing that I like to teach you when it comes to growing an online business and growing an account, because I want you to reach the right people. I want you to make the money the way that you want to. And I want to make sure that the right people are seeing your content, that are actually interested and follow and engage with it. So I've got 5 different things that I want to share with you here today. I wrote them down here on my notes. And so we're going to go ahead and get into them. So now they're not in any particular order, but there are things that work. All right. So when it comes to going viral on Instagram, it is really important to remember that you're talking about humans, right? Your goal is to go viral, but that's not your audience's goal. Their audience's goal isn't to go viral. Your audience's goal isn't to get you to go viral. Your audience's goal is to consume content. Your audience wants to consume things that they want to see, they want to experience. Okay. So when you're going to be creating this content, you've got to be creating this content with your audience in mind, not just your viral goal, but with your audience, because your audience is what makes the video go viral. It's not us, it's them. All right. So, number one, the first thing I wrote down here is satisfying content. Okay. Satisfying content. Now, what do I mean by satisfying content? Have you ever been scrolling on Instagram and you stop and you are mesmerized by something that is happening in a video? Whether you are seeing somebody play the violin at the mall and everybody starts to surround them, whether you're seeing somebody on a train station and they have fallen asleep on their neighbor and their neighbor let them do that, or you're seeing somebody on a train looking at their phone and there's that guy that's painting them and they don't even know it, right? Or somebody's playing with slime, or somebody's power washing the ground and it's so satisfying for you to watch the ground go from super dirty to clean. That is satisfying content. Okay. So I want you, when you are thinking about creating content, ask yourself the question of, what is it you can do that could be satisfying content? So sometimes I can create satisfying content when people are seeing me do a dance, or people are seeing me prepare a meal. Even though I'm teaching, they're seeing me go through this process of preparing the meal, and they get to see the meal from the beginning to the end and then me enjoy it. Or they may see me with a dry erase board and certain things are covered up and they're getting satisfied as I reveal different things on the board, right? So sometimes our content isn't as mesmerizing as the power washing, but there's certain things we could be doing, elements that when we are drawing a person in and all they want to do is they just want to keep watching, whether that's you're saying something, you're dancing, whatever it is happening, it's satisfying to them. That could be you typing in a chat GPT prompt and they're satisfyingly see what the tool is pumping out, right? It could be a tutorial, satisfying. All right. The second thing you can do to go viral on Instagram is viral hacking. Okay, is viral hacking. Now, there are a lot of elements to viral hacking, and we'll talk about some of them. So, when I'm talking about viral hacking, I'm talking in the sense of here is what someone has done. Here is something that you like. Okay, how do I explain this? So, I had a video that went viral on TikTok, and there was a creator who completely copied my video word for word, page by page, bar for bar. That's not what I'm talking about. That's copying, okay? Viral hacking is basically where you've got someone, let's just say I was teaching five visual hooks that nobody's talking about, right? That instead of you talking about five visual hooks that nobody's talking about, you could be saying five this is and this to lose weight this year, right? And then now you're doing scene by similar scenes, but they're on two totally different topics, right? And you know that the style works really well, and you may be imitating the style, but it's your own content, okay? Now, again, this also is your hooks, right? So when it comes to viral content, the reason why it goes viral is because people consume it over and over and over again, and they share it over and over and over again. That's why something goes viral. So one of the things that makes videos be seen more is the hooks, okay? So very, very specifically, you want to pay very close attention to visually. What are people experiencing the moment that they land on a video and the entire video? How can what you're doing visually stimulate them, satisfy them, and draw them in and keep them in? Okay. That could be text on screen. That could be movement. That could be B-roll. It could be a lot of different things, text or disappearing things that are happening within the video. Okay. It also could be something that you may just bring on screen, right? So sometimes I'll do short videos and I'll talk into my wallet like it's a camera, what's the thing called? A microphone, but it's actually not, and it's drawing them in, right? I've got videos of me with my cat. It's a visual hook of drawing them in. They're watching me, listening to me, but they're also seeing what is she doing? How is she a part of this kind of scenario, right? So viral hacking, don't go and copy people. That's not what I'm telling you to do. Don't go and copy people, but you can find viral content and it gives you like a blueprint of this type of content typically does well, right? So like if I have a video side by side and I'm comparing this one to this one and it's very visually appealing, guess what? It has viral potential, all right? The third thing that you can do to go viral on Instagram this year is looping content. Now, you guys have heard of looping content, but you may not have actually tried it. But looping content is the best. Why? Because sometimes people don't know where a video starts and where a video ends. And when you do content where people don't know where it starts and ends, that video is going to continue to loop, right? Now, also at the same time, even if you're not doing that, but you are starting a video so it's like you have filmed a video and you started the video with the ending, then what's going to happen is that let's just say I made Chili's mozzarella sticks because that's the thing right now on TikTok. I could start the video with me eating the mozzarella sticks and the cheese is pulling, and then the video starts to me doing the recipe, right? And then I strategically have the video ending right where the beginning starts, right? That's looping. And anytime you can get people to loop your video, the algorithm says they like this content and they continue to push it out to more people. So one very strategic thing you can do is creating content that strategically loops, all right? And things that you're like starting the beginning of the video with the ending of the video where people are like, they know the ending is coming or whatever, but they still rewatch it anyway, okay? I hope that makes sense when I say that. All right, number 4. The fourth thing you can do to go viral on Instagram is that you want to create content where people have to share it. Oh my God. Have you ever seen a video or saw a post and you're like, I have got to share this? So somebody tagged me on Facebook in a post that said it was like a dog and he was looking really sad, leaning up against a dry erase board. And he was like, me on my way to work, wishing I would have just danced on TikTok in 2020. Right. And I said, I've got to share this. Why? Because there's so many people who refuse to get on TikTok in 2020 and wish that they did, right? They wouldn't get on TikTok when I told them to, but they wish that they did, right? And so I shared that, right? Viral content. There's also videos where I'm teaching people things about whatever, and people are like, man, that was so good. I got to share that. I got to share that. I got to share that. You want to be creating content where people have to share it. Content within your niche, right? So, like, there's this video of a woman whom is she's at like a football game. It's super cold outside, but you see steam coming from her head, and she's like, this is what it looks like to have a hot flash. She's having this hot flash, but it's cold outside, so there's steam coming from her. Well, everyone has shared that video. Why? Because it's relatable, and it shows this is what a hot flash looks like. Okay, relatable, shareable content. And then number 5 is that things you have to see again. So not just people have to always have to keep sharing it, but this is the content that people continue and continue to watch. So there's this video that I've been watching on TikTok since 2020. And the sound says, when I was in the 3rd grade, people treated me like a criminal because I killed somebody. Now, it's not real. That didn't really happen, but it's an audio sound. But the video is of a man watching TV. His dog is sitting next to him. His dog is very, lively. And so when the kid says, because I killed somebody, the dog jumps up and snips the owner in the ear. Doesn't hurt him, but he just snips him, right? And the owner is like, ow, stop. And he tells the dog to stop. So because the dog does what it does, the man reacts the way he reacts. And the sound, it makes me laugh so much every single time I watch it, which is why I'm telling you about it. So I constantly watch the video over and over and over again, right? But there's also people that have watched my content telling them, do this, don't do that. Do this, don't do that. And they're rewatching it over and over again because it's helping them. And they constantly say, I've got to see it again. I've got to see it again. I've got to see it again. So when you're creating content that people have to see over and over again, guess what happens? That's that looping content. That's that satisfying content. That's that content that they want to share with everybody because they keep on watching it. And that is why content goes viral, because everybody just has to see it again and again and again and again. And so if your goal this year is to go viral, or next year, you want to be thinking about satisfying content, viral hacking, looping content, things you have to share, and things you have to see again. Now, if you're someone and you're saying to yourself, I need help with this, Keenya, can you help with me this? Yes, I can 100% help you with this. If that interests you, you can send me an email at Keenya@KenyaKelly.com, and let's talk about putting together a strategy for you, whether that's one call or VIP day. I want to work with you in November or the end of December to take you into 2025. I want you to send me an email to Keenya@KenyaKelly.com. It'll reach me directly, and we can talk about you, your goals, and how we can work together to help you with that. Okay. So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit like and share like and subscribe here on YouTube. That way you'll always be notified when I have a new video. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please let me know. Come on Instagram. Tell me tell me here on the podcast, by writing a review. I would love that. All right. So thank you guys so much for listening and watching.